Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics. But there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well.
Got a lot of running room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's... Not before they pick up the big first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd knows when to bring it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no hole.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for a gap. It's Hankerson. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide.
Just steamrolling the defense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Washington is ready to... This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, it gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. This time they'll go to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the defense drags him down. Here on 3rd down. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than... down the field before he's finally stopped. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. He's got it. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Husky!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
To throw, it's Glenn. Right through his hand, you just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Quarterback checking off. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads it left. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful...
Touchdown, Knowles! And the pummeling has started. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Pocket starts to, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, looking to throw. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles are threatening on first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. He looks that one in nicely. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Washington sends out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Noles racing to the line in a hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw, using his legs to buy some time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jukes his way for more. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging in their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You got the lead here late in the game. You got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The Seminoles will keep this drive going. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Discards a man. And And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Lucas. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Noles moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Florida State! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown, Noles! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense in an empty set. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reynolds. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports